Which bit is lit? Because you're just ready to be in a lit state of mind, Ellie. Oh shit. Alright. Let's get creative.
What's up everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adrienne. I'm Adrienne and this is Benji. And today we have an awesome yoga for creativity practice. So hop into something comfy and let's get started.
Starting the day off right. Positive intentions. Gonna kick so much ass today.
Okay, hi everyone and welcome. Let's begin seated today. So take your time.
No, Jimmy.
Coming on down to the ground. And as you come into a nice cross-legged seat, begin to notice your breath immediately.
Okay.
And take your time as you settle in. Allow the day thus far, whatever's happened up until this present moment, allow it to slowly begin to fade away.
Ooh, it's so foggy out there.
And as you gently begin to deepen your breath here, coming into Sukhasana.
It's delightfully eerie outside.
Take a moment to also politely put whatever you have on the agenda for the future, just politely put it on hold. So obviously this doesn't just snap into place, boom, I'm here in the present moment, but it's the awareness and the conscious choice that brings us slowly but surely closer inward and closer toward where we're going to set our intentions to reside. So to summarize, let go of the day thus far. Give whatever you have on the to-do list a gentle wave goodbye for now. And choose to do your very best throughout this practice to simply reside in the present moment, whatever that feels like, whatever's going on in the body, whatever thoughts come up. And we're going to use a pranayama technique or a little pranayama count, a breath count, to anchor ourselves, our busy minds and the body into the present moment. So nice and slow, as you're ready, you're going to take your left hand to your heart center and your right hand gently to your lower belly. And then of course you can peek at me whenever you need to, but as always, but particularly with today's practice, really see if you can allow the sound of my voice to guide you. So you won't always perhaps need to look at the video, but of course look at whenever you need. So tuck the chin gently, a little reverent bow as you sit up nice and tall and feel that lengthening in the back of the neck. And then as you're comfortable, close your eyes or maybe just soften your gaze down your nose. So there is a definite normal human need to kind of see what's going on, to see how it's done, to be shown. And part of the creativity practice today is to really challenge yourself to use my voice to guide you. Again, there will be moments where you need to look at the video, and you should. That's why I'm here. But I'm also here to guide you to pull back another layer of the onion each time you show up on your practice. Particularly if you've been practicing with me for a while or in general for a while, see if you can find some depth. And if you're new to the practice and a bit worried about everything that I'm saying, trust. Trust me, trust yourself, trust this practice. And it's throughout this trust and this willingness to really be in the present moment and synchronize the breath with the body that we allow ourselves room for creativity. And creativity has so many different flavors, so many different rasas, and can benefit so many different types of people in so many different types of ways. So as you gently begin to deepen your breath here, breathing into your belly, feeling the expansion, in the rib cage as you breathe in and the softness as you breathe out. See if you can keep an open mind, and again, just commit to doing your best. Commit to being in the present moment. And allow whatever's supposed to happen throughout this practice, allow it to happen without you necessarily having to do anything. Just see what comes up. You know, I think a lot of us have been in that situation where you want something creative to happen, or you're looking for inspiration, and it always comes up in the most miraculous ways, typically when we're loosening our grip, present with our breath, present in the moment, and allowing ourselves to really fall into the flow. If you have not, begin to deepen your breath. If you've tried but maybe lost it, let's connect here with a big inhale in together. Think of how many people are breathing in together here in this moment, all over the world. And then a long exhale, again, breathing out with people all over the world, connecting to the big picture. Good, again, big inhale, breathe in, feel that breath expand throughout all four sides of the torso, so a nice wide breath. And then exhale, release. Now we're going to begin a little pranayama where we inhale for 2 counts, pause in the middle, and then exhale for 4. So we'll breathe in and out for nothing, and then I'll count us in. Peek at me when you need to, otherwise again use the sound of my voice to guide you. So here we go, big inhale all together for nothing. And exhale, just empty it out nice and easy, relax your shoulders. And inhale for 2 count, here we go, big breath in for 1, 2, pause, retain the breath. And empty, exhale for 4, 3, 2, empty on the 1. Big inhale for 1, 2, pause, lengthen through the crown. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, Benji. Big inhale for 1, 2, pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, big inhale for 1, 2, pause. Empty it out on 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale for 1, 2. Breathing into the belly here, pause. Slow exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Close your eyes. Big inhale for 1, 2. Pause. Navel slowly draws in on 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Draw the palms together. Take a deep breath in. And relax the shoulders as you breathe out.
I told you would sense my relaxation and comfort in coming here.
Keep the pinkies pressing together here if you have them. Press the thumbs together if you have them.
It does this when I meditate too.
If you don't have pinky or thumb here,
every
just
single
creative.
time.
Lean in. Coming to a little lotus mudra here as you lift up gently from the pelvic floor. Keep breathing deep. See if you can keep that inhale deep and full like we did on the 2 count. And the exhale a little bit longer like we did on the 4 count. Let your breath lead the way, your spirit. Let it guide you throughout our practice here today. This is your you time. The hard part is over. You're here. You made it. You're awesome. It's valiant. It's beautiful. It's love. It's pure love showing up here on the mat for yourself. It'll have an effect on you and the way you move, which then will have an effect on the way you meet and greet others, which then has an effect on our world. Okay, here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow the head to your hands, your lotus mudra here. Thumbs are going to come to your third eye point, or just between the 2 brows. Yeah, so you create a little shelf for your brow bone here. You start to feel a nice long stretch in the back of the neck. If If your shoulders are creeping up and your spine is starting to round forward here, see if you can lift your sternum up to your chin and anchor some really strong, beautiful, active weight in the shoulders so they're drawing away from your ears. Keep breathing. Activate the upper back body by drawing the shoulder blades together. It's going to pull your upper arm bones back in space. And then take another breath here as we just get a little pressure on that third eye point, that inner teacher, that beautiful, beautiful chakra that helps us move with inspiration, with wisdom. And this is a fun move. We're going to draw up from the pelvic floor, anchor the tops of the thighs. Again, use my breath to guide use my voice to guide you. Move with your breath. Here we go. Inhale, elbows are going to draw forward. And then up. And then you'll release the thumbs, maybe trace your eyebrows, and open up through the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together, thumbs back, pinkies forward. Big lift of the heart all the way up. Hug the elbows into the side body. Nice, and then inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, squeeze your wings back and in, thumbs back, pinkies forward. Nice, and then inhale, reach, last one. Exhale, upper back body activated here as you draw the shoulder blades together, thumbs back, pinkies forward. Beautiful, now inhale all the way up. Exhale, rain it down, fingertips are going to kiss the mat. Keep the fingertips on the mat, but keep the palms up. As you inhale, reach right fingertips up and over, side body stretch. Keep it soft here. Now listen carefully. Inhale in, find length. Exhale, right fingertips come to the earth on the left side. And we're going to slowly swoosh, very fancy term, swoosh all the way through center. So if you want to get creative, you can imagine, fingertips moving through water or sand here as you come all the way to the right. Right fingertips press into the earth. We inhale, open up through the left side, nice and soft and easy, breathing in and out. And inhale to lengthen through the crown. Exhale, left fingertips come down to the earth, and same thing through water or sand all the way through, back over to the left side. Reach it up, inhale.
Can't do it with this here.
And exhale, right fingertips down, coming on through last time. Side body stretch. Great, then anchor navel to spine, lift your heart, come back up to center, take a deep breath in, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale to let everything go. Oh my God, we totally exhaled at the same time, Benji. All right, let's come forward onto all fours. Take your time, move with your breath. Find what feels good. The transitions are everything, especially for a home yoga practice where you can do whatever feels good, whatever you like. You can yawn. You can move at a tempo that's yours. You can pet your furry friend or your child.
Let me do my thing, please.
Regular child. And once you get there, spread the fingertips wide. Knees underneath the hip points, wrists underneath the shoulders, press away from your yoga mat. And then immediately let's go right into it, dropping the belly, opening the chest, cow pose. And then for today's practice, pause here and really close your eyes. You know the image here, right, for cow, why we call it cow? You're dropping your udders to the ground. It seems so vulgar, but it's not. Free the nipple.
Yeah!
Inhale,
that's what's up, Adrian.
Exhale, draw the shoulders away from the ears.
Free the nipple.
And now let's flip the script. Navel draws up and in. We curl up through the spine, tailbone lengthens down, and then you're going to take a cycle of breath here too. And think of this image. Close your eyes. Arch your back like a black Halloween cat.
That's my cat Boo.
Okay, inhale, tabletop position, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Take your time getting there, move with your breath. So you are in charge of the transitions today and every day, but really today. And then when you get there, find what feels good. What are you bringing to the canvas today? I'm bringing some sore legs. Check in. Set yourself up for greatness. Spread the fingertips. Elbow creases shine forward so your upper arm bones go away from the ears. Lots of space. Inner thighs spiral in and out towards the back edge of your mat. And then we hug the lower ribs in. Take all that awesome center work we did last month and draw the navel in and up here. Find that connection. Yes. Then bend the knees generously. Bring the belly towards the tops of the thighs. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look forward. And exhale, just step one foot up, then the other, ragdoll to the top. Clasp opposite elbow with your hands here. Bend your knees and find what feels good. A freestyle moment with control, with breath. You know, people are often asking me for more intermediate and advanced sessions here on the YouTube. And I usually say, well, go to the membership, there's more of those there. But I also like to say, are you breathing? Is your breath your priority? Is the movement coming out of your breath? Or is it the opposite? That is intermediate. That is advanced. Breath first, breath first. So drop into your breath. And when you're ready, release the fingertips. Take a big inhale in. And a long breath out. Think 4, 3, 2, 1. And then when you're ready, slowly roll it up. All the way to standing. Take your time. There's no rush. And when you arrive, see if you can fully embody this mountain pose, whatever that means to you. Let my invitation to fully embody this Tadasana change the way you exist and the way you breathe in this pose. So I often give a ton of, ideas for what to do here. Today I'm going to allow you to just find an image, find some actions, find a breath that works for you here. Find a little inspiration within this posture. I'll give you one hint. Prioritize your breath and then always think of your spine. Energy that runs up and down the spine. Awesome. Bend the knees softly. Inhale, big stretch, big breath, reach for the sky. Exhale, bend the knees softly. Slowly come all the way down, forward fold. Take your time. Slow and in control. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the back of the neck. And then pause here. See if you can lift your front body up to meet your back body. And if you don't know what that means, find your center here. Draw the navel in and up. Hug the lower ribs in. Then everyone, drag your hands to the tops of your thighs, suck in the elbows and pull them back like little grasshopper legs. Create more space from the crown to the tail here. So you're creating like a figure 7 shape in the body. Pull back through the hip creases. Keep breathing, you're doing great. And softly bend the knees. Stay here, you're doing awesome. We're creating awareness. We're promoting a healthy flow of energy from the crown to the tail. You're here for 3, 2, and then slow and steady on the 1. Take it all the way back down, crown to the earth. Bend your knees as generously as you like here. Nice. Here we go. Big wave up towards the sky. Press into all 4 corners of the feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, rain it all the way down. Bend the knees. Once again, just a little quicker. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause. Find integrity. Deepen your breath. Crown of the head shooting forward like a fireball. And then here we go. Inhale, lift your heart a little bit. Catch a wave here, a little crest of a wave. And then exhale, it crashes and falls down. Okay, here we go. Big stretch, big breath all the way up towards the sky. Press into all 4 corners of the feet. Reach up, big stretch. Exhale, rain it down. Now in one breath, inhale, halfway lift. Your version, find length in the neck. Exhale, soften and fold.
Morning tech,
Plant
morning
the
all back.
palms, step the right toes back. Step the left toes back, plank pose. Don't panic. So finding a little warmth, a little energy in your hara, your center, your belly, this beautiful, beautiful place of creativity around the pelvis, the belly, and the solar plexus. So these 3 chakras here. Here we go. We're breathing deep. We're pressing away from the yoga mat. Shoulder blades spreading left to right. You can always lower the knees here if you need. Half plank. Shoulders are right over the hip, the wrists here, sorry. And we're reaching the heels back if the knees are lifted. You're here for 3. Welcome that heat, that shake 2. Slowly lower on the 1. Belly flops are welcome. All right, drag the hands in line with your rib cage. Press into the tops of the feet and inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, soften and fold. Forehead to the earth. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the chin, forehead to the earth. Last one, really synchronize with your breath. You got this. Pubic bone to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Strengthening the back body so you can move in a way that feels good both on and off the mat. Yes. Strong and steady. Nice. Release it down. Curl the toes, lift the kneecaps, tone your quadriceps. Here we go. Inhale in. Exhale, navel draws up, press up to your plank pose. I whisper to yourself today, I create. I create. Great work, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here, find what feels good. Start to stretch a little more through the backs of the legs and then find that stretch through the side body. The lats. Upper arm bones rotate out. Again, inner thighs rotate in. One more cycle of breath here to move in a way that feels you today. So if you're kind of stiff and stuck and have a bad attitude, that's all good, that's part of life, but just go, is this really me? Or can I make an adjustment? Can I get creative? Yeah, then here we go. Drop the left heel, inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, shift it forward, knee to nose. Good, drop the left heel, inhale, lift it up high. Exhale, shift it forward, right knee to right tricep. Good, inhale, shift it forward. And exhale, step it all the way through into a nice low lunge. Lunge, that wasn't lunch.
I probably won't be playing Destiny tomorrow because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone.
Back knee. Interlace the fingertips, bring them to the top of the right thigh.
Man, this is
great.
Kind of shitty. I don't have the space for this right now.
Squeeze the inner thighs to the midline. Then stay here with hands on your thigh or reach the fingertips forward, up and back. Back toes can be curled or uncurled, yogi's choice for this practice. Inhale, big beach ball up and overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze them into the side body, lift your chest. Beautiful. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, take it all the way down. Great. Plant the palms, lift the back knee, step the right toes all the way back, plank pose. Here we go, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Use your inhale to open your heart. Use your exhale to journey back, downward facing dog.
I'm feeling frustrated by my leg.
When you get there, take a nice cleansing breath this time. Give your thinking mind a break, clear your mind, get into the sensations that you're feeling in your body. Inhale. And empty it out through the mouth, exhale.
I'm probably gonna play Destiny today.
Nice. Benji didn't even flinch. Okay, anchor the right heel. Here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. A little bit of strengthening, you got this. Claw through the fingertips. Alleviate pressure out of the wrist by clawing into the knuckles and fingertips. Take a deep breath in, maybe lift your left inner thigh a little higher. Then exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, rise up, anchor through your right heel. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Again, upper body's in plank. Good, inhale, lift it up, three-legged dog, you got this. Exhale, shift it all the way forward into your lunge. Just getting your lunge. Lower the right knee down gently with love. Front knees over front ankle. Control your breath, interlace the fingertips, bring it to the top of the left thigh. Then you're gonna need to pull your left hip crease back in, lift up from the pelvic floor to find the integrity. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Squeeze the inner thighs to the midline. You should be feeling these muscles kind of turn on with all of those actions. And then stay here if you're feeling like, okay, this is new and exciting. And if you need a little more, let's throw ourselves off balance by sending the fingertips forward, up and back. Big beach ball up and overhead, create space. Try to create a full body experience. So you're working with your whole self here. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze them in. Upper back body activates. You lift your chest. Yes. And then inhale, tuck the chin, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. Plant the palms, lift the back knee. Keep breathing. Step your left toes back, plank pose. Inhale to shift forward, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga to up dog or belly to cobra. Use an inhale to open your chest. Lift the corners of the mouth slightly. And then use an exhale, everyone, to take it all the way back to a child's pose. Knees wide or together, yogi's choice. When you get there, close your eyes and listen to the sound of your breath. Don't hold back. Option here, if the knees are wide, to bring the palms together, walk the elbows forward. Feel that length in the shoulder, the side body, the tricep, and then bring your palms up behind the back of the neck, a little reverse prayer, or as I like to call it, Namaste Shark Fin. I like how I'm a grown woman and like Namaste Shark Fin has just become, it's not even silly to me, it's just a part of my vocabulary. It's yoga, I love it. Just like we did when we were kids. Pure, honest storytelling that connects. Yes, deep breath in. Empty it out. On your next inhale, plant the palms. And then slowly on the exhale, we'll rise up. Keep a nice softness in your neck. You're going to come all the way back to all fours. Curl the toes under. And speaking of childlike wonder, half the people are like, yay, what? Yay. And then half the people are like, Jesus, Adrian, just get me through this. So,
Morning, Rosalind.
Either one is fine, but we all need it, either whether you're on one side of the fence or the other. So here we go. A lot of you have done this with me before. You're going to close your eyes. So curl your toes under, close your eyes, and then you're going to press into your fingertips, send your hips back, and then imagine like a mama. And I'm sorry if you have mom stuff. I'm just kidding. Everyone has some mom stuff. Even though, Mom, I love you. If you're watching this, you're the best mom in the whole world. But okay, here we go. You're going to peel up from the tail. You're going to imagine a mama peeling up a baby by their tail, so just with their mouth pulling the tail up. This got out of control. Okay. Downward facing dog. This time, please press into all of your fingers and draw your nose towards your navel. Hopefully you're giggling with me. I'm sorry if I distracted you. All right, let's take a moment to recenter here. Just find a little stillness. Find your breath. Let your breath be your inspiration here. Trust that synchronizing the breath brings so much to the brain and the body relationship. And when you're ready, let's move into a little creative flow. Stay open. Peek at me when you need to. We're going to anchor the right heel down, and here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, shift forward. You got this, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Find strength. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Good. Inhale, rise up. That's the last one. Exhale, you're going to shift your left palm over towards your right. And then step your left foot all the way up for a nice lizard lunge or runner's lunge. Beautiful. Right hand to the earth here.
Got no space
with
here,
your
bud.
breath. Reach your right heel back. Pull your left hip crease up just like we did in that crescent lunge earlier. And then send your left fingertips up towards the sky for a nice open twist. Now you're going to imagine squeezing the elbows into the side body just like we did before. Draw the shoulder blades together, lean back, lift your heart. Big inhale. Now check it out. Nice slow transition here. Be in the moment.
Come on.
Nice and slow with your breath. Left fingertips come down.
No.
So turn the left toes in. You're going to heel toe the feet. So keep the feet on the ground here as you transition.
Keep going.
Through a nice wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita. Then you're going to keep it going. But all the way towards the back edge of your mat. Coming through a nice low lunge. And then here we go. When you get there, inhale, reach the right fingertips forward, horizon lunge all the way up, and you're drawing a big horizon line all the way up and over as you come onto the outer edge of your left foot, sinking left hip to the ground. Right toes turn out. Keep both feet active here. Horizon lunge. Looking back now towards your left foot, towards the front of your mat, towards Benji.
Stop.
Yes, and then from your center, here you go. Inhale in, exhale, bend that left knee. You're gonna come all the way through. Check it out, right fingertips come to the ground. Keep that direction going, and left fingertips reach all the way up and over. Side body stretch.
Oh, just go lay down.
Inhale, pull the left one back, lift your chest. Exhale, come all the way back through center. You're gonna plant the palms down on the back edge of your mat. Tap into your core, pivot on your left foot, right knee to right tricep. We've been here before. Beautiful. Inhale in. Exhale, anchor through the left heel. Lift it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, slowly with control, lower the right foot down. You are amazing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Even if you struggle, stay present. You got it, you got it. Breathe in. And breathe out. Awesome. Okie doke. Claw through the fingertips. Here we go. Anchor the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Nice and slow, don't rush. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. You got it. Inhale, lift it up, three-legged dog. Shift your right hand over towards your left. Exhale, step your right foot all the way up. Lizard lunge, runner's lunge, nice and low. Front knee over front ankle, left hand to the earth. Inhale, squeezing your thighs to the midline, pull your right hip crease back and send your right fingertips up towards the sky. Open twist here, left heel reaching back. So you should feel your left glute turned on. Hey yo, inhale, lift your heart a little more, open up. Exhale, slow and steady, come all the way down. Keep the feet on the ground, you're gonna walk back through Prasarita, standing wide-legged forward fold. Dun, 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 and then all the way back and through. Right hand comes to the earth, we come back to our lunge. Left fingertips this time reach forward, up, big horizon line, all the way around and back. Now towards the back edge of your mat, your right foot. Sink the hips down low here, strong and steady. Welcome that heat. You're doing great. Inhale in, exhale, keep the feet active, bend the bottom leg, slowly come through. You don't have to worry about getting the knees together here. In time, maybe Gomukhasana legs, but don't worry. And then the left hand comes to the earth, and right fingertips reach all. Side body stretch. Pull the right thumb back, lift your chest, lift your heart. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale all the way back and through. Plant your hands. Here we go, pivot on the right foot, left knee squeezes up and in. You got this, gaze forward, you got this. Lift up from the upper back body. Yes, and then kick it out, three-legged dog. You got this, claw through the fingertips, inhale. Exhale with control, left foot down. Pause here, find your down dog, inhale in deeply. And exhale, sigh it out. Two more, inhale in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale.
Enzo, shut up.
Awesome. Slowly lower the knees down to the earth with control. Bring them together, really together. Arch to arch, feet come together. Then you're going to paint your yoga mat here as you tuck the chin and roll up to Virasana Hero pose. Hands come back together in the Lotus Mudra. So hopefully you're practicing and not just watching, although if you are just watching, that's all good. Good inspiration, get the juices flowing, breathe with us. But Benji was totally exhaling with me. Wow. He's amazing. Okay. All right, so from here, if this is not good on your knees, which is true for the majority, you'll just come to a nice comfortable seat, although we're headed into one more active posture before we cool it down, before we relax. So from here, we'll take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Just recenter, find your breath again. And then we'll slowly come all the way forward. You're gonna come onto the toes and keep your center engaged here. So if you're just spilling all your guts here, this is gonna be a little bit of a tricky transition, but it's gonna be a lot easier, meaning with more ease, as you draw the navel up and in, and from your core, your center of gravity, move back, lift the knees, open them wide. Whoa. So we're here, we can come into this yummy little froggy variation, maybe doing more of a surrender pose instead of an active pose, you could be here. If you're in a seated posture, you could be doing a nice seated twist, or you can come to child's pose. If you're ready to give Bakasana a try, you're certainly warmed up. And again, it's not about actually doing the pose, but it's about the process. Literally, the creative process that has to happen, the agreement between all of yourselves to try to do something difficult, something of value. Okay, I'm going there. Here we go. Bring the two big toes together. Plant the palms wide. A lot of times I see hands too close or too far. So all this plank work that we've been doing, building a nice strong foundation, you want to find that here so that when you shift forward, your shoulders are over your wrists to start. So fingertips spread wide. Then you're going to slowly, from your center, power up, inhale in, think about a rocket ship, lifting your center up. Send your gaze forward, keep the neck nice and long. Think about that halfway lift shape we did here. Hug the front body up to meet the back body, and you're going to walk your knees up toward your armpit chest. Then the spirals that we do in downward dog, find them here. And then don't worry about doing the shape. Let's just have some fun. Focus on the process here. Easier said than done, but again, with practice, it gets more enjoyable. That practice of doing something difficult. Which is why showing up on your mat is such a great thing for creativity. Okay, hug those knees up in towards the armpit chest. You might come onto the toes here. Maybe you're already working, looking forward. You definitely want to keep your gaze forward. You're shifting back and forth. And maybe with your breath one time, you lift one toe off. And then maybe one day, maybe not today even, you create two little shelves for your legs and you lift both toes off. Breathe deep here. Little playtime. Catch some air, working. This has to come from your center. Okay, wherever you are, slowly begin to melt out. Wherever you are, walk your feet as wide as your yoga mat. We're going to end together with a nice root chakra lift. So you can do this in your seated pose that you're in, if you're in the seated, or you're going to come do this malasana variation. Palms come together, or fingertips on the mat. Heels can stay lifted and froggy or ground down to the mat. So make it yours. Then find that reverent bow, tuck your chin into your chest, breathe deep here. And we'll end with this little root chakra, not little, it's pretty grand, root chakra pose. Drawing energy up from the pelvic floor, starting to really amplify your breath. You gotta bring your breath here. Connecting, introducing, reintroducing the brain and the body. Magnifying.
This is like the most frustrating thing. Every time I start to relax and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling better, that starts.
Finding inspiration here by lifting the heart all the way up towards the sky. Give it your best shot.
Shut up!
Send your gaze all the way up, lift your heart. And then activate the toes, slowly release. Use your fingertips to come all the way to the ground. Keep the toes active. And let's bring it all the way to the ground. Nice and slow. When you get there, let any sounds that want to come out, come out. You're going to walk the feet as wide as the yoga mat. And then you're going to allow the knees to come in. So we just did external rotation. Now should feel really yummy in the hip socket. To gently bring the knees together and allow the outer edges of the feet to kind of pop up. So you want to let your whole lower body relax here. So that's why I bring the feet wide and let the knees fall in. It's good if the feet are too close, you're not going to be able to do that. And gently bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Press your head physically, press it into the yoga mat. Lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades together and down, elbows down. And then, yes, Benji, take a deep breath in and out and relax the weight of your body completely and fully into the earth. Take a second to observe your breath and notice how you feel. Lean in, notice if the energetic body has shifted or changed since before you started this practice. Feel the warmth on your skin and notice Notice what it feels like to be alive today. And when you're really in tune with the creative process, you don't take anything for granted. Not a single breath, not a single gesture, not a single day.
No.
In an honest and rich creative relationship, anything is possible and all ideas are welcome. Take one more quiet breath here. Just feel the warmth of your hands on your heart space and your belly, two deep listening points. And may we all take this creative energy and all its magnificent powers with us off the mat and into the rest of our day. Keep an open mind. Work to maintain an open heart. And as always, find what feels good. Gently bring the palms together. Thumbs right up to the third eye. One last big group breath, people all around the world. We are one. Let's take a deep breath in. And we finish today's practice by whispering, Namaste.
Yeah, I love this room. Thank you, Bag. Let's get some music. Good morning, Limbo. Good morning, Stony. Shadow, everyone. Anyone else I missed? I'm gonna have to do another yoga later without this because that dude just really bugged me through a lot of that. It was very frustrating. I hope you enjoyed it though, those of you who were able to do it. Yeah, we just finished the yoga video. Yes. Shadow, thank you for 43. Oh, I cannot wait to drug this dog. To give him the stuff that will hopefully get him to leave me alone a little bit. Because if I were to get up and go to the bathroom right now, both of these would get up and follow me, and it's just so... It is too much all day when I'm trying to get stuff done. I'm moving from room to room, or I'm cleaning, or whatever. And everywhere I go, they both have to get up and follow me. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Yeah, there are definitely worse things to be bothered by, but it's really frustrating because of the way that he acts. Because he needs to be touching me, and I don't always want to be touching. I want my space. I want to do my yoga and feel this because it's something I really look forward to every day. That would have been hilarious if you did at Starbucks, all back. I hope that your weekend went well. I hope that your lady's doing well. Oh. I wish I could just lock dude in a room, keep him in the bedroom or something like that, but if I were to keep him in the bedroom, it would escalate really quick from the whining to a shrill, high-pitched, yip bark. Yes, and that's exactly what it is, Harry. I'm leave me alone, please, just let me have my space. I don't need to walk somewhere and turn around and trip over fucking 150 pounds of pups I would like to just be left alone sometimes. He used to be way more independent. Now he's getting older, and it's like, it sucks because I feel bad that like he's achy. But like, I'm achy too. I'm old too. Heck, leave me alone. You know what's funny, Stony, is with kids, I don't even mind. It's not as hard for me, like when I was nannying and when I'm like babysitting with all my nieces and nephews. Them following me around doesn't bother me as much. But like, I think it's the lack of understanding overall. Like there's zero awareness of like what's happening with him. Oh, good job, Enzo. You're nope. What are you doing, bud? Hey, get out of there. No. Don't dig. If you dig, I'm gonna punch you in the balls. Hey! Really? Your dog is like, leave me alone. I think honestly, like it's crazy because I have like extreme patience for kids. I don't know what it is. I think part of it is that like this dude is my little puppy barometer, so he is like, don't dig, no, there. Nice tech. So like if I get the slightest bit frustrated with him chasing me everywhere, then he gets all worked up and starts shaking, and then I'm like, oh my god, if you want to calm down, just like go away then. Don't be by me if I stress you out. I mean, I can imagine, Stony, I'm not a parent, but I did nanny for several years where I was there from like sunrise until sundown, like woke the kids up, got them in bed, was there all day, with 3 really little ones, so like I know that it's gonna be a whole thing. Hair roll thrust. Exactly, Alessia. It's the entire lack of communication. And like with him, I can't like get a sitter, you know? There's not a lot of easy solutions for this doggy. With a kid, like you can try and tire him out a little bit, take him for walks, and then they'll take a little nappy, throw him in a car. With him, he is so easily anxious over everything. If I were to try and take him for a car ride, we'd have like 10 minutes of peace, and then he would get anxious and stressed because it's achy, you know? It's going to be real interesting trying to bring him to Arizona. Yeah, moves, it really helps. Yeah, I really wanted to do more of those, like the what do you call it? Wow, Harry, no. Some of the lunge stuff. Oh, for fuck's sake, just come over here then. Come here. Come lay on the mat since you fucking wanted to so bad. Morning, Strummer. How's Testy learning stuff? You tried picking up your second foot? Oh, that makes me feel so much better right now. I think the other thing that's tough when it comes to the puppies is like I've worked really hard on dealing with like the misophonia or misophonia or whatever. Like that, to do the yoga and try and focus on like letting go of the frustration over sound and having him like pushing me around, bumping into me, like getting all over my mat, which I really like, thanks Thrust, and making me feel really compacted, like really stuck in a small spot, and then hearing the noise. It's like too many things at once for me to manage my frustration and my anger. So inevitably I feel it in my body, and then I get frustrated with myself because I'm supposed to be better with my anger by now, which I definitely am, but it's definitely like, sometimes it's too much at once, you know? Sometimes I need to not be hearing the tippy-tappy and the panting and the shaking and have him on me, you know? Yeah, of course, Harry. Of course. Yeah, this one's got little puppy claw holes as well. Harry, I called it though when I was starting out, when we were doing like just sitting there, you know, focusing on our breathing. When I meditate, he will be here in a second. He senses the comfort and then he's like, oh, I need to interrupt this. Okay, shut up. No, don't start. What are you even barking at? Literally nothing is happening. Nothing. He senses comfort though. So if I sit down on the couch to meditate, I'll be like 5 minutes into a meditation and then suddenly he starts like whining, howling, making noises, and then comes and like plops down on me. I mean, you like to challenge yourself so the rest of your life feels easy, right, Strummer? Do 15 minutes anyway, or 5 minutes anyway? Do it. Good. I love this dog so much, and I feel like this may be a sign that things are getting worse for him, which makes me feel bad in terms of like his pain and everything. But sometimes I need a little break from him being on me. And you know what this dude does? If I'm sitting on the couch and like Enzo comes and lays next to me, then he gets upset because all of a sudden, it doesn't matter where he was, if he was comfortable, like dead asleep, he senses his brother is getting like snuggled up, and then he loses his shit. He whines and barks and yips and makes the most obnoxious noises in order to try and get Enzo's spot. Sometimes he goes to the door and tries to pretend like he has to go outside so that Enzo will get up and go to the door too, and then he runs over and takes his spot. Like, he's so spoiled that he's such a pain in the ass sometimes. Exactly, Stony. I love the fuck out of this dog. I will be devastated when he goes to his little puppy rainbow bridge thing or whatever they call that. I'm grateful for you, Capone. You silly little house elf. And it's not even like I'm having a rough morning. I'm just trying really hard to let go of the frustration before it builds into something else. And when I'm trying to focus on things that are challenging, and I really enjoy the yoga because I know that I'm gonna do better at it when I'm present, you know? Like, I can't do tree pose without a really good clear head, or else I am wobbly as shit. So I've been really enjoying trying to match up the breathing, would you stop? Just come over here and lay down then, for fuck's sake. I enjoy matching up the breathing. I enjoy really bringing my awareness to my body and trying to pay attention to all the muscle groups being activated, all that. And it sucks when like something is constantly like poking me out of it, you know? You better just relax so I can meditate again. No, Enzo is surprisingly, like, he's chill. He knows, like, how to lay and sit still. It is Capone, because Capone is the neediest boy ever and is, like, all over me. He wants to be on me. He wants to be on my mat. If I push him an inch away from me, then he gets upset and he click-clacks through the whole house trying to find comfort. Apparently doesn't find any that's right, so then he comes back. Then he whines, then he yips, then he howls, like, the things that he will do to get attention. And it's so annoying too, because he only does it to me. If it were Alex home doing yoga, he would tell him to go lay down and he would stop right away. So it's like he knows that he will get me worked up, and as a result he does it. It's even more frustrating, you know, because I'm like, quit challenging me, I'm getting better at this, like, just leave me alone, God. Let me have my meditation. Let me have my fucking yoga. Let me be present. No, that's what's ridiculous, Harry. I am not. First of all, like, I think that idea was disproven, that there was like a leader in a family or whatever. I'm not positive, but I think. But no, all of the dogs and the cat, like every creature in this house, they're all like my boyfriend's dogs and cat now. They listen to him. When Money is home, if I tell Enzo to do something, he'll stop in his tracks and stare at me and then look over at Money and be like, do I have to listen to this bitch? I am grateful too, dang it. I think that this is gonna be a great day. Yeah, so like watch, he's pressed up fully against me right now. This is it. He made a grumble noise. I'm amazed he stayed where he is. I'm gonna have a nice long meditation after this. Not a scientist? How dare you speak on pack mentality if you're not a scientist, Alessia? Get your shit together. Or a squintist. Squentist. Yes, Jen, and that's where I'm at. I love this dog. He is an old boy. He is broken. Like, it breaks my heart to know that, like, he is probably not going to be with us forever. I mean, obviously he's not going to be with us forever, but I really don't know how long he has. Like, he's definitely getting less playful lately. And I don't know if it's just a weather change. I don't know if, like, he's just been going through a little anxious burst, because this will happen sometimes. I don't know what his deal is, but his CBD arrives today. So don't worry about a text wall. I read fast. It just looks bigger than it is. No giggity? He is 11. He's nearing 12. And like from here down, his lower back is like all fused together. So his lower back is rough. He had surgery on his back legs. So, like, he had torn his ACL, I think, at one point. So, he's got arthritis, he's got achy bones, he's got anxiety, he has a super sensitive tummy, he has allergies, like, his skin and his ears get bad really fast. So, this poor boy is, like, the sweetest baby, but he also is, like, just, like, he just gets everything. I feel for him. And it's so frustrating, because, like, one small thing can impact my ability to like relax and have a good day for like a week. If he eats the wrong food and he gets a tummy ache, he's not just like, oh, I have a tummy ache, I'm gonna go outside and shit a bunch. He follows me everywhere, and every time his stomach growls, he freaks out and gets anxious and starts pacing and panting. And like, if he's in my office, there's a section by my desk where there's a lot of like cords kind of hanging down. That's where he wants to be. He tries to like weave in and out between my legs around my desk instead of just like laying on his little puppy bed. I am hyped for it, Alki. Because PvE is not like the most exciting thing for me, but I do enjoy it. I'm probably not going to be doing any Shadow Keep tomorrow, just because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. People are going to be working. I'll probably be in just chatting, like, kind of normal tomorrow, and maybe late in the week start on Shadow Keep and try and run, like, one character through. Hi, DJ! You did not miss the meditation. Yes, Albeck, it is a whole fucking thing. He slept well last night, though. I'm glad for that. Like, he's actually been sleeping through the night again. That's good, dang it, that's good. DJ Nagi, did I say hi to you with mouth words? I don't know if I did or not. I wonder, Ellie, if you're still lurking and listening. I hope that yoga was delightful for you. I did? Okay, good. Oh, how did your date go? You were going on a date last time we talked. Guess what? You're Paragante. Yes. Morning, Momo. 2 weeks? Holy shit. What dates again? What are the dates? I don't know if I put it in my calendar. I know I saved it in Discord, but you will be here from when till when? Morning, big man Avery. Thirteenth through the 18th. Okay, dope, rad, awesome. I've got a Mulan song stuck in my head all morning. Alki Stage, the biggest key to becoming a successful streamer on Twitch. Good, DJ Nagi, good. Honestly, I would say it's your external work more than your internal work. Like, in terms of, platforms. Like, if we're talking about, like, what you can do for yourself, I definitely say, like, work on yourself to the best of your ability because it ripples out. Like, when you're your best self, you're also your most creative self, you're your most active self, you've got the best reflexes at that point. So, like, definitely have a good self-care routine because if you're, like, stressed and tired and anxious and frustrated throughout all of your streams, no, don't throw that on the ground over there, buddy. I know that's what you're gonna want to do. And so, no, don't. Just lay down. But as far as, like, the actual work on the platform, Twitch has pretty limited discoverability still. So if you want to grow on Twitch, and so no. Hey! If you want to grow on Twitch, you have to grow on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, fucking... Hey! I swear, I'm gonna sell you both to the fucking zoo. Lay down! No digging, Enzo. I will come over there and I will drag your ass to your spot. That's not a blanket, that's my robe. Don't boop that. Don't boop that. That's really cute, DJ. I'm glad that you're having a nice time. So you have another date lined up? I really will, DJ. Like, he thinks I won't eat his fucking brains, but I'll eat his fucking brains. Yay, Skull Murray! Oh, that makes me very happy. I have one that I listen to, and I kind of adopted a similar format. So I'm really glad you like it, Skull Murray, because I'm going to create a bunch of different ones. Like, ones for discipline/success, ones for healthy body, like, you know, ones that talk about, like, eating healthy, exercising, that kind of stuff. Ones for self-worth. Like, I have a lot of different ideas for it, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Not always, Moobs. There are some times where it is just easy as fuck. I breeze through my day, the puppers are good, I give them some good pets, and then there are some times where it's a whole ass thing. Well, Alki Stage, one of the things that you've got to remember is it's not just about them finding you, it's about you giving them opportunities to see who you are, what you're into, and to connect. It's also about you connecting with them. So I would ask, like, when you look at your Twitter or your Instagram or whatever you have, do you do things with other people? Do you engage with other folks? Do you post more stuff than just, I'm going live? Do you post more stuff than just, this is what I'm doing right now, and then I'm going live? Like, are you retweeting others? Are you sharing articles or blog posts that you find interesting? Are you engaging with other accounts that match your hobbies or your interests? Are you following people on a regular basis, new people, maybe just like 3 to 5 a day? A lot of folks make the really rough mistake with their Twitter of assuming that Twitter just serves the purpose of letting people know when you're going live. So treat every platform you're on as its own separate thing. Act as though they have no idea your Twitch exists and you are trying to show them who you are. I highly recommend that anyone who wants to be a full-time content creator does a lot of work, like a lot of research on each social media platform. They all have different rules, so to speak. Certain posting times are more appropriate, certain posting styles are more appropriate based on different platforms, and do your best to let them know who you are and also get interested in who they are. I'm so glad you like it, Skull. That makes me really happy. Moves, I'm sure you'd be better at it than you'd think, but I understand and respect that decision. I hope you've been really enjoying your vacation, Momo. Thank you, DJ. I think, it's honestly a little bit disappointing, but I have to know or recognize that not everyone thinks the way that I do, right? But whenever I start something new, the first thing I do is research my balls off. And I feel like there are so many people who see streaming or content creation as the career they want, but they don't quite think it through. What part of this do I enjoy? What really resonates with me about the idea of being a full-time content creator? Is it the connection with people? Is it that I just really love gaming? Is it that I think I deserve a cool job where I just get to play video games all day? Because if you're moving into it with that kind of idea, it just looks so awesome and so fun and so easy, be forewarned, there are very few, it may seem like there are a lot, but there are very few when you look at the large numbers. There are very few people who are able to make this a sustainable living where they're not kind of just barely scraping by. The ones who make it, you're missing out on all the work that led them there and all the years of likely struggle that brought them there, and on how much work went into it. All of the different platforms, all of the different things that you have to learn, audio, video, computer shit, you're your own brand, you're your own business, you have to learn how to market yourself well, you have to learn how to budget, especially with Twitch if you don't have sponsors, and even if you do, your budgeting is a whole shit show because folks who are relying on Twitch as their primary revenue source get paid once a month. So one time a month, you have to figure out how to pay all your shit. And after the introduction of bits on Twitch and sub-gifting, which don't get me wrong, friends, I'm very grateful for everything that everyone does for this channel and you don't owe me shit, but after that got brought in, pretty much every broadcaster I know went from pretty much supporting themselves based on tips and having the rest of it be okay, this will be my mortgage payment or whatever. Tips declined by 80+% across the board for almost everyone I know. And the majority of us were doing our day-to-day, I would buy my groceries with tips, I would pay my little bills with tips, and then usually it was that once a month payment that I would be okay, this goes to mortgage and this goes to some of the higher cost items. It's not the console that makes it a struggle, Elkie. I promise you. Real Crafty is a big broadcaster now and he streamed from his console for a long time. It is the work. If you're not growing, then take a hard look at your content and ask what you could be doing better. Do a ton of research, figure out if you could be directing more traffic to yourself, and when they get there, if you know how to handle it. That's very kind, Merely Human. Thank you. It's interesting too because that is actually one of my main goals, and I've noticed that through my meditations, which by the way, we're going to do our meditation in around 10 minutes. When you get a little bit more practiced with meditating, you can start to notice your own patterns a little bit easier. And I've noticed that the majority of the thoughts that cross my mind throughout the day are all about, ooh, I just learned something, how do I teach what I've learned? Ooh, I just learned something, how do I learn more about it so that I can break it down and teach it to a fucking kid if I want to, you know? Like, that is a very important thing to me, so I appreciate that you're getting some value, or that you are recognizing that, I guess. Momo, we're gonna get nitpicky here, but that language that you're using, this is a good thing, right? We are gonna have anxious thoughts. That is a part of life. We have reason to look ahead. Our brains were designed to do that. So when you notice them, it's not that you had to reason them away, which makes it almost sound as if you're saying, like, sucks I even had them, I had to do this versus I got to do this, you know? This is a great thing. You had anxious thoughts come in, and you did a great job of working through them and letting them go. So it's less of a burden and more of a pride point, in my opinion or experience. Strummer, you're fucking awesome. Keep kicking ass. Hi, Slow Cloud. And you've tried to build your channel around destiny. Did you, any of the stuff I shared with you, what about your Twitter, what about your Instagram, what about your YouTube, all those other things? Have you put the time into learning those platforms? Because, like, there's only so much I can teach you through a morning stream that's dedicated to, like, kind of mindfulness and starting our day with intention. I'm not going to be able to be the person that teaches you how to be a broadcaster. I'm going to be the person that asks you, is this really what you want to do, and why? Because anyone who does try to go full-time with content creation, we all know that this could go away tomorrow. We are all planning long-term as fuck. So streaming is something I love doing. I would love it if I could count on this forever, but I am not doing that. So I'm working on books, I'm working on my Patreon, I'm working on creating resources and content. I got my website, I got my speaking engagements. Like, I have a million plans for this week, this month, this year, and the next 5-10 years even. Where are you at with that? Because if you're just trying to grow for the sake of growth, you are going to be continually frustrated. Why do you want to be on Twitch in the first place? Is it the connection? Do you want to talk to people? Because if so, be grateful for any person who comes and talks to you. But if you're just looking for another job that gets you out of whatever job you have, then you've got to put the work in, my friend. You really have to learn a lot. I don't think I asked one other broadcaster for advice or help until I had already done weeks of research, maybe more, like of excessive research on every platform, on growth strategies, on how to set up the stream. And then one of the first questions that I asked another person was just about a VPN. So get specific with your questions and I might be able to help you more. But if it's just how do I grow on Twitch, do you have a month to talk? Because I don't. Sometimes all back, sometimes it doesn't. Interesting, Momo. Well, I think this is a really great point that you're at, Momo, because this is going to happen, and it can be really frustrating. But I think it's important to remember that this is a part of life. Like even what you saw this morning, or at least I don't know if you were here for this, but this was another somewhat frustrating morning for me. But what I'm really grateful for is that right now my body is loosening up again. I don't feel that tension. I don't feel that mass influx of thoughts coming in again. And I know that even if I had a super irritating morning, I would be able to let it go. Some days you're gonna have to put more work in. Some days you are gonna struggle your balls off. But the resilience that you're building through this effort, through this consistent action, is making such a massive difference in your ability to bounce back quickly. So you might go into some funks, right? You may have a couple days where you're just like, man, I cannot get my energy up. I'm so tired. I'm so irritable. It's okay. Accept those feelings in. There's no need to be hard on yourself for having normal human emotions. Just keep up with your routine. Do your best. Every little bit of progress you make is going to make this easier on you in the long run. Oh, good, Joey. No, he made me irritated. He acted in a way that started to cause frustration and frustrating thoughts to arise. Started to build that tension in my body from the repeated noise and the... I used to be like very heavily claustrophobic, so if I decided I wanted space and someone encroached on it, it was like sounding the alarms, right? So now I still have those moments where like I have decided this is my space. I'm excited to stretch out and breathe and relax, and suddenly someone is on me and I'm feeling their breath and I don't have the ability to move just that extra couple inches that I want, and my body starts sounding the alarms and I have to work really hard to bring him back down again. And when I'm doing that, plus trying to get him away from me, plus trying to get him to stop whining, plus trying to follow along with the video and keep up with chat, it raises up quickly. Like if I wasn't streaming, then this morning with the yoga would have been a little bit easier, because I would have just honestly like locked him in another room and dealt with it. I would have turned this stuff way up, maybe put headphones in and done my yoga and been fine. But because I'm streaming, if I lock him in the room and he starts raising a ruckus, y'all are gonna hear it too. So it's the combination of things. Yes, exactly. Thank you for that clarification, Merely Human. Yeah, my friend, like if you're trying to grow for the sake of growth, what is it for? Is it just because you want more people to watch you? Is it because you want the money that might come with more people watching you? Really define what you're looking to get out of this, because content creation is a very, very, very fucking hard job. It is mentally taxing, it is exhausting, it is draining, and it can be really tough because your metrics directly impact your money. But some people struggle to differentiate their self-worth from their metrics. Instead of just saying this affects my paycheck, they think it affects who they are as a person. Oh, I need my water. Ugh. What up, Dan? Good morning. That's always a good feeling, Momo. The last trip that Alex and I got to take together in April for Dopa's wedding, we had 2 days of that. 2 days? A day and a half of that, where we were like, no agenda! And every time someone asked us what we were going to do, we would both yell it, no agenda! Feels great. Thrust, how's wifey? How's she feeling? Ooh, we should start our meditation. Who is going to be meditating with us today? And is there anyone in here who needs me to walk you through how we meditate? We do mindfulness meditation. We're just going to do 5 minutes of it today. Let me know if you need me to run you through it. Honestly, merely, like I said, it's something I've made massive progress with, and part of it was from scuba diving and jiu-jitsu. I learned a lot about how to manage my feelings in the midst of a stressful situation, or when I was like almost panicking, because when you're scuba diving, you just can't. Like when you have that thought in your mind, calm your shit down or you might die, it makes it a little easier to kind of like say, whoa, I need to take a second and refocus myself and breathe, and then decide on what to do next. The main reason why this starts to build so quickly for me is just because of the multitasking. If I weren't trying to keep up with chat, watch a video, do it myself, and like I was kind of explaining earlier, one of the things that I've really enjoyed and connect to with meditation is how much it puts me in touch with my own body. I very much enjoy the sensations, the trying to match my breathing to the exercises we're doing, trying to really consciously focus on my body and move and like feel the different muscle groups and everything. So you can't be present in your body and be dealing with this. It's going to pull you away. So I think the thing that frustrates me the most is I love the feeling of being present, and when I'm being pulled in a bunch of different directions and I feel like I'm being encroached upon, then it's like my body reacts before my mind does, and I have to kind of wind it back down. Oh, good, Thrust. You shall do the meditating. Noise. You might fall asleep. Well, if you fall asleep, you might need to sleep, right? Oh, is there anyone who needs me to walk you through it? Otherwise, we're gonna jump in. Oh, that's good. That's good. I hope she got some cute shoes. She deserves them. Okay. We're gonna go 5 minutes, friends, so get yourselves into a comfy position. I'm gonna stretch my legs out today. Get yourselves into a comfortable position and take 3 nice deep breaths. Do kind of like what we were doing in the video. Try to count as you're breathing in and count as you're breathing out. Extend those breaths as long as possible. So you're going to breathe in to a count of like 2 or 3, breathe out to a count of 4, hold it at the top, and try to imagine your torso expanding in all directions while you take the breaths. It may help you to get a good like diaphragm breathing exercise going versus just the shallow chest breathing. And then as soon as we do that, I'm going to start the 5-minute timer. After I say okay, and we're coming out of the quick little meditation, remember to take another nice deep controlled breath, and then try to bring a smile to your face. Think about anything that's beautiful in your life, in this world, anything you're grateful for, a happy memory, doesn't matter. Do whatever it takes to put that smile on your face and set the intention for your day. Today we will be joyful, we will be positive, we will be optimistic, whatever. Set your intentions, okay? 3 deep breaths. And close your eyes. I will let you know when the 5 minutes is up. take a nice deep breath. Smile. We're all over the world taking deep breaths together. Meditating brings me great joy. Oh, good, Jimmy. It always makes me happy when I get an enthusiastic response from any of you after a meditation where you're like, yeah, I feel better, yeah. Yeah. I started smiling during that meditation because I was picturing some of the faces of yours that I know. And I was like imagining your faces like very calm and relaxed with a very slight smile, just getting yourself in balance, and it felt really nice. Ooh, any that you'd like to share, Jimmy? You want to relax like the dog, Salt? Do it. This is like usually his default mode.